US-China trade tensions flare up once again. Just when it seemed things had cooled down, the two largest economies in the world have plunged into yet another round of confrontation. Intense, calculated, and high stakes. In a bold countermove, China has frozen all investment flows into the US, imposed retaliatory tariffs on a wide range of American imports. This is no longer a warning, it's a clear message. Beijing is ready to play hardball. The fallout. These moves have dealt a heavy blow to the US economy. American goods are becoming more expensive due to rising tariffs. Exporters are struggling to stay afloat. Consumers are getting hit as prices surge across the board. It's a silent war, but everyday Americans are turning out to be the ones paying the price. In a dramatic retaliation, China has unleashed a series of powerful economic countermeasures aimed squarely at the heart of the US economy. First, Beijing froze all new investments into the United States, blaming escalating political risks tied to Trump-era policies. The impact? A staggering collapse in Chinese capital inflows, from $46 billion in 2018 to just $2.3 billion projected for 2025. It's not just hesitation, it's a statement. Next, China went full throttle with economic sanctions. An 84% tariff wall now looms over American goods, with U.S. agriculture taking the hardest hit. Soybeans, corn, and more are suddenly priced out of global markets. 7 critical rare earth elements, essential for American tech and defense, are now under export ban. It's a surgical strike at the U.S.'s high-tech ambitions. And in a final pressure move, China is dumping U.S. Treasury bonds, tightening the noose on America's financial stability. This isn't a trade dispute, it's economic warfare, and Beijing is no longer playing defense. Every move is calculated, strategic, and designed to hit where it hurts most. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. The impact on the US economy has been swift and brutal, a domino effect shaking everything from Wall Street to farmland. The stock market took a nosedive, with the Dow Jones plummeting 1,700 points in just 2 days. Panic set in as tech giants like Apple and Tesla saw their valuations shrink, hit hard by the sudden withdrawal of Chinese investment. The real estate and construction sectors are bleeding. Major development projects in cities like Seattle and across Florida have ground to a halt due to funding shortfalls. Layoffs followed, and the housing market began to show cracks as demand dried up and prices slid. But perhaps nowhere is the pain more visible than in American agriculture. With exports to China blocked, soybean and corn prices collapsed. Farmers are left with unsold harvests and shrinking incomes. Many rural families now face the devastating reality of bankruptcy. This isn't just a trade war on paper, it's a full-blown economic shockwave, rippling through industries, destroying jobs, and putting American livelihoods on the line. What started as tariffs has now become a national financial crisis in slow motion. The US-China trade war isn't just a bilateral clash, it's triggering a global chain reaction that's reshaping alliances and rewriting economic rules. America's closest allies are stepping back. The European Union, Canada, and Japan, once rock-solid partners, are now strengthening ties with China. In a striking pivot, Canada has redirected its oil and gas exports to Europe, bypassing the US altogether. It's a quiet, strategic distancing, and Washington is feeling the chill. The long-term fallout is even more alarming. The US, once seen as the safest destination for global investment, is losing its shine. Nations like Germany and Japan are now exploring ways to reduce dependence on the American market. If this trend deepens, America could face a future of economic isolation, a superpower slowly sidelined. At the core of this unraveling is a flawed strategy: Trump's America First doctrine. His aggressive tariffs, some soaring to 145%, haven't bent China's will. Instead, they've triggered economic instability at home. With no clear long-term plan, American businesses are caught in the crossfire, struggling to stay afloat. The human cost is undeniable. Jobs are vanishing, prices are rising. Key industries like tech and agriculture, once pillars of U.S. strength, are now wobbling under pressure. What was meant to make America great again is, ironically, pushing it toward global isolation and internal economic strain. The world is watching and moving on. The U.S. is facing the storm. A recession looms, allies like Canada and Japan are drifting away, and China is rising stronger than ever. Investment from China has plummeted by 95%, and the Dow Jones has dropped 1,700 points in just 2 days. Harsh proof of the damage done. Once the world's economic anchor, America now finds itself isolated and weakened. Will Trump recalibrate his approach or continue steering the nation deeper into crisis? With tariffs backfiring and no clear long-term vision, the U.S. is paying a steep price for short-sighted decisions, while China seizes the moment to surge ahead. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Your support means a lot.